Don't you just love it whenever stuff goes wrong? Long as you're trying to do everything else. And I'm just going to take that off because that's probably not going to be much. Alright. I'm about 6 minutes late, but oh boy. It's just going to be one of those evenings for me. Okay. Let's get that taken off and. Hi, Leopard. Alright. And I didn't do the stream right. God dang it. There we go. There we are. I hate it whenever I'm had all day to do with this. My Saturday's going good. As stated before, I'm doing a panel for Ponies Online. And I'm just now starting 8 minutes late because of silly shenaniganery. But that's my life. So, this year, I'm talking ponies, I'm talking all sorts of robots. It's basically just going to be a fun time where we look at artwork and go, ooh, ah, and I have deep philosophical things about what works, what doesn't work. Remember, this is all my opinion, and my opinion is about as useful as a $3 bill. Ah, that's right, Leopard. You who wouldn't know because I didn't advertise this very well. I am the panelist for an online convention called Ponies Online. And I would do a thing here. Let me just do the shirt from last year to go boop. Check it out! I have a shirt! You can buy a shirt, not this shirt of course, but one like it on our vendor hall. But anyways, let me get to the actual meat and potatoes of this silliness. I was just not prepared today. Oh yeah, I remember Robot Attack Unicorn. It was fun. So, the first thing that we're going to do for this is show off a robot pony. What robot pony? Well, we'll start with structure. I went a little too far. And start off with me. Yes, this is me as a robot pony. Kind of bog standard, my unique head, and I have little ears, little tail, and whatnot. This was originally concepted as a robot pony by my friend Goldust. A lovely person. Check him out on your Twitch, Twitters, and well, he's more Picato than Twitch, but you know what I mean. Coldust is Strange is always a lovely person. Now, this is more into the thing of how do you structure a robot horse? Well, you can go straight for the pony, but with joints and circuitry. Also, look at that detail on the junk heap in the back. Lovely piece of artwork right there. Yeah. Oop, went a little too far. There you can go a little bit more cyborg and have all this tech going up into the ear and over to here. And it is rather gruesome if you think too much about it. If this was once organic, but If it's more of a just machine, then yeah, it's not that bad. And then we get this fun little thing of a plane pony, but I count it as a robot because it's very much mechanic in design and looks rather interesting. And poor Nom does not know what's going on. Ooh, yes, that is a nice lipid. It's very neat to see a Triptychon done like that. And more plain ponies, but you know, oh, different things like anti-gravity or rockets, neat designs, and just rather cool on all these little details. And then we have the mascots for the convention of Hollow and Pixel. Well, and of course, Ponies Online. Hey, I gotta advertise for the convention I'm a part of. Oh, I can totally see that, Leopard. But yeah, is someone drawing fan art of the mascots of our little convention. And then we have this. I do believe this is a Sweetie Bot, but it's hard to tell from time to time. Still, lovely use of artwork. Ah, it is a Sweetie Bot. Thank you, little quarter thing. And what would I do without you? I would probably be wrong as to what would happen. Leopard, if I wasn't a Brony, I wouldn't be doing a fourth panel about robot ponies. Of course I'm a Brony. This circuitry works with all the Bronydom. Also, it's just a little bit of steady fun. Insert your dramatic dun dun dun. Ooh, now we get into a little bit of steampunk, leatherpunk. Basically, we are going into the steam powered giraffe sort of way, and that is sometimes awesome and sometimes extremely horrifying. In all honesty, I could see this being like a leather mask, or as I think it actually is, riveted metal plates. Because, ooh, that looks awesome. And the eyes, the detail of the eyes, it looks so amazing. And now a little bit more of a sketch of someone's character. I love the form of this, and the only little hint of the mechanical side of it is that little backpack down there. It really is quite fascinating. And as always with my panels, at the end I will gladly link the entire list of where all these images originated from and the original author's credits. Because I am here to support amazing people who do awesome artwork like this and this creepy thing right here. Yeah, structure is where I throw the stuff that you have to go, how would you design that? How would you build that? And then you just go, why? In all honesty, it is a rather neat thing to see this. It might be a little bit dark, but hey, it is what it is on here. Still, I love how they made the eyes stand out. Very impressive. And then you got this cute little thing. You got a transformer here. Here you go, Leopard. A transformer pony. It's a little car horse that go beep beep. That's all good, Leopard. And, I'll talk to you later. Have a good evening, and I'm sorry about the invasion of the insects. Use the changeling spray. It'll kill them for sure. I kid. Alright. So, let's see. From our little beep beep horse, we go into a very nice cacophony of robots and a bunch of poses. I'm going to check myself just to be sure on other stuff because I need to make sure my stuff is on time because god dang. Alright, I still got almost an hour, so let's see what I can get through and get done. Still, I love the unique. Okay, Leopard. Still, I love the unique design with characters that are just like, okay, we're doing robot horses. Okay, how do we design? I don't know. Go for it. You get a nice variety. And then you get good breakdowns of, okay, so this is how the robot is structured. And I will concede, this is very, very much like, you used a human for this, didn't ya? I see the human parts of it and not the ponies. Then again, it could be anthro, so who knows? Still, I love the detail and how they took off the coverings. It's a very neat thing. More Sweetie Bot. Rather tame, actually. And I could have put it elsewhere, but I kind of like how you can see the fake skin being exposed and then see the different parts of said robot. It's rather neat, all things considered. And then we have what I lovingly call, okay, we're making objects into a pony. Because that's a monitor face. Hey, Leopard, do you think you can make this out of some Glyos pods? You know, just throw stuff together and suddenly, bam, horse. Still. Yeah, it does look like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like the XYZ catapult. Well, I always forget the actual letters on that. Mainly because it's like, why are there letters? And then Zexal happened. And we all collectively go, we don't like Zexal. Not because it's bad, just because too many X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And here's something that's just a little bit more cheesy, pizzery. You know, I honestly can't tell. Oh, the head looks like it's made out of a discarded pizza, but the structure is so mechanical. Leopard, would you say, if not for the fact that it is very much a pony in looks, this could pass for a... C2R, welcome! And yes, that apparently is a pizza pony bot. I have no idea. I am putting this in structure because it wouldn't fit anywhere. It confuses me, and makes me go, what? Not the bad one. Just, what? It's one of those things of, dang. And here's an actual custom of a Generation 1 pony. Which, I could have put elsewhere again, but this is very, very neat to see someone doing a custom like this. I mean, it's one of those things. Yeah, I can totally understand the previous pizza bot being a cat. But yeah, it's just neat to see someone doing a custom like that. And I'm not sure if I like the comment of the mane and tail, but it does remind me of the Rainbow Unicorn attack. And then we have a blip. This shows a lot more integration with the robot design, especially in the eyes. Like, you just have those shutter eyes that you can see as cameras going, yeet, yeet. Hello, Neo. Yeah. You know, I honestly couldn't tell you on the previous one. This one is just looking all cute, cuddly, and going, neat. Still, it's rather neat, and I love how they did the hair, well, the mane on this, because it's like another helmet. Mega Man, maybe? Mm-hmm. And we're back to the plain ponies. Again, I only classify these as robots because they have to be mechanical. Because if they're organic, God help us. Yeah, I can totally do that. Yeah, Structure's going to have a lot of this, mainly because it's like, okay, how do I classify this as a pony or a robot? Screw it. I'm going to show it off as Structure. And speaking of Structure, here we have blueprints. God damn. Very, very detailed on these blueprints. They seem to have my tongue stops working. Or where my vocal processor stops working. I don't know which at the moment. Yes. I do think I have a helicopter pony in here. I'm not sure. It's been a bit. And then we just have a simple, it's going to be, let's fuse them. So, yay! Whoever got Transformers on the bingo card, congratulations, you got a space. The free space was just Robot Pony. But yeah, it's a very, very nice combination of the two. I would say a little bit more of a mech suit for our favorite little princess here. Hell, Zipstorm would not like me calling that, but still, pretty neat. I do not understand the midriff, but I know that's from the RC design. And now we go into a little bit of prosthetics. Which, yeah, that is a very neat way to design a fake limb. It's something that is kind of practical. Yeah, Leopard, it is Zipstorm, a new character from the latest generation. Still, it looks very nice, and now we get to see someone flexing their muscles on prosthetics, which, again, very nice. Notes are very helpful. Well, some of them look just scribbly, but still rather neat on this. And I think we found our monster from earlier, Meadow Muffin. My God, the articulation pointed out here, it is something to behold. And I love the fact that it's so easy to tell what actuators move what, how it pivots, where it would sit down, how it would lay down. Oh yeah, Leopard, you're right. A horse would not want metal prosthetics. It would be horrible, but hey. Also, I kind of like that on this character, again, they put claws. So, was this a robot designed to dig, defend? It leaves so many questions, but it's still very well explained. It's rather neat. And then we just have sad robot horse. Its oil is leaking. It needs a hug. Yeah, he could definitely use some polish on them. It's rather sad that it's like that, but oh well. Oh, it happens, and it's just neat on how someone can come up with all these designs. I mean, the eyes on this one, extremely well done, and all the wire work. God. And then we just had the standard, look, it banana horse. Okay, so why is it a banana horse? Well, I think that's supposed to be like stuff taken out of it or whatnot. It was underneath the tags of robots, so I just went, good enough. Still, it is weird and it has a good charm to it. Honestly, it's quite nice to have some bright colors after all the dull and understandably rusted metal. And here we have more structure, and there's a USB port. It's somewhere on that head, because that's a USB. And before anyone asks, yes, there are photos on the website that I got this from that have the USB ports in certain places and plugs going there. They are not in this panel. I am not showing that. That I am teen. C2R, that is a very astute thing for the previous one. It would make a lot of sense. And now we go into some more 3D. Well, we go into some 3D printed stuff where it's actual, physical and has to work. Someone's going like, I've had it up to here with these robot ponies. These robot ponies shall not stop. It's still rather neat. But still, I give props to anyone who can design and make this function. It's harder than it looks. Speaking of which, I think this is a different one, but it's hard to tell, mainly because of the angle and whatnot. Still, love the 3D printed ponies. It's something that is rather unique. Yes, C2R, that is very true. The ponies are too damn high. There needs to be less robots. I say no. There must be more. Oh, and this is the only one I can do of this because of how it is, how you install the drivers on this thing. Apparently. I'm not going to go into it. But check this. It thinks rendering's easy. And then it realizes no. It can't render. It's unrenderable. Oh, I'm sorry, C2R. You said low. Oh, my fault. I went with the said. And then you get these pixie pose. I mean, look how delicate and light it is. Even has an on-off switch. God, I wish we had more of those. Yeah, but yeah. It is a very, very fairy-like design, and I could honestly see this just being a little drone buzzing around going, hey, listen, hey, listen, hey. And then we go from fairy to, oh god, it's a monster. Kill it with fire, kill it now. It's going to eat my soul. Yeah. It's one of those things of, dang. It is a nice design. And so far, we are making through a pretty decent pace. Because I have 420 slides. I'm on slide 33. I'm fine with being here for a long time. Speaking of neat designs, this is a very, very nice use of just shapes and going, okay, so that would be a joint there, that would be another joint, another joint, another joint, and it's just bolted into each other. And it's just so nice and so pleasant to look at. And I give props to the artist here, because that is a very fetching pony right there. And it even has a little antenna as the horn. That's a cute detail. In fairness, I have no idea what this pony even is. I think it's a reference to something, but it's like, that is just a screen with the dot eyes and the mouth. And that's all I can really say, because it's very much a basic pony outside of the face, which... So, yeah, very nice. Again, I will post the link to all these images is in my chat, and whenever I'm on the Ponies Online in Twitch, I will do so as well. But again, we have more designs of a previous crew, and I still love how you can tell each one of these was made different. It's just a very nice look and a very nice use of, okay, I only have one space, and of course that side's being cut off. Well, again, some of this, it will definitely be exclusive to just finding the actual image. And we have Metal Muffins again, and you poor, poor bean. You look too damn good. And you're drawn excellently. You need a good oil bath, and you just need some love and care, don't you? Ooh. Ooh. C2R, you can always just... if you really want to give this thing an oil bath, go for it, my person, because it needs it. It's just so damn cute when it's like this. Otherwise, at night, it can be freaking scary as hell. And I believe this is another... I won't say a satellite pony, but it has very Gundam-esque wings. Mainly New Gundam, but hey, that is the thing. I don't know what that is. Again, I haven't looked at these in over a month because I want to go as blind as possible. Well, but still, rather neat. Also reminds me of Generator Rex. Speaking of satellite ponies, here's something that I'm just going with structure because, damn. Just, damn. Big dish on the head, little dish as the tail, and even tinier dish on the horns. Someone had too much fun with this. Someone had too much fun with that. Yeah, I agree. All dish, no brains. And this I just did because it's a cute little robot with a pony. The pony playing with the robot. I love the pony with the robot. And then the library, and it's just so good. Just so good. It's adorable, cute, and all around love it. Okay, now this I think was tagged as mature, but or it was hidden behind filters, and I'm just like, okay, I can see your reasoning, but this is not that bad. Everything's covered, and it's very much an anthro robot pony. Nothing too weird here. But again, I did it because, one, awesome design. Two, it's still a robot pony. And I don't see any naughty bits. Unlike the implied naughtiness of a very technologically accurate, not biological, I have to be very clear, pony having a USB / flash drive inserted into a certain spot on their body. This is fine because it's actually covered. Plus, looks very, very nice. And then we go to a very similar design, but very much more anthro, and I love the use of the neck being ridges and another material. I want to say rubber. Anything here that's not pink, rubber. Aside from the lights, of course, because that's the eyes and whatnot. And because of the white background, you can't really see it, but she does have a very light blue mane and white tail. Still, looks very nice, and it is a very, very neat Heat design. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now, I think this is a shipping pair, but I'm not sure, because again, I'm only here for the artwork. The story is a little bit off. This one has the thing of, I don't want to say Mega Man, but it's kind of hard to tell given how it has the helmet, but the ears aren't easily connected, and there's no hole, so is the face just like that? Are we going Robocop? Are we going Terminator? It is hard to describe the face. However, the body looks extremely well done, and I like the shine of it. And the other pony here, cute. Here's a neat little design. And as well, again, I appreciate that the hooves here are on their own joints separate from the body. And I do believe that there's another version of this somewhere later on, but of course, we're getting there. I love the hair design on this, and the face mask as for the visor is also very nice. Also, the use of gold, black, and gray, very, very storytelling. Yeah, the previous one did look like Vision. Good catch, C2R. Now we're into a little bit more ethereal. Well, I want to say this is somewhat inspired by changelings naturally, but that could just be my speculation. And mainly because of the backing, the ears, the face, the gut, and the tail. Again, it's neat seeing how people depict the joints. It's rather fascinating how they go, okay, this is where it'll bend. Well, I see someone's enjoying this as well. Thank you, C2R. But still, looks very pretty, and I love the use of colors on here. Now we are going for a little bit more basic, but, you know, standard thing of robot ponies. We have that face visor mask again from what we've seen previously. The hair's a little bit better as shown here, and I think that's... Okay, there has to be 2 ears here. The mechanics there, and I want to say that represents its voice, but it's hard to tell in static images. It's very easy to tell if it was in motion what it would be doing. Otherwise, I'm just going, it's a DJ! 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 Still, rather neat and rather fun. Now, from some of this, I'm like, okay, is it transparent or is it just sketch lines? Because it's hard to tell. Well, still love the design. And love the use of just shapes to break up a solid image into, well, a solid silhouette into detail that could be rivets, could be any sort of, you know, metal formed thing. Now, we have a little bit more streamlined here and looks more like a suit. Because we got the mouth here, the eyes, and I won't call them dreads, but I would call them plugs. Yeah, it's rather neat, all things considered. It add a fun little design quirk that I actually enjoy. Now, this, as you can see, is from a series, and the only reason I included it by itself is a very nice design. Again, and I will give the link to all these images in their full glory on Derpy Boru. So you can go check them out, and maybe check out some of the series, like My Little Sister is a Dragon? That seems rather interesting. And it's only a ram golem. There's something interesting happening around here. Oh, I don't know where that port is. I honestly do not want to know. This is very much a comedy thing, and I'm just like, God damn. You know, it really shouldn't be that raunchy, but at the same time, it's like, this is a thinking, feeling creature, and it's having thoughts of, oh no. So, yeah, I keep some of these memes. Because, god dang, it's a very neat and silly idea. Hey. And now we do creepy. I would like to remind everyone that there will be no mimic from Five Nights at Freddy's at this point. But goddamn, if this is not the closest thing to that game at the moment. Yeah, that'd be creepy, yo. That'd be extremely creepy. Still, I love the face, the two different eye color. I want to say that's just showing different parts of the mechanics, but it could also just be a camo suit. I'm not sure. So, someone said helicopter pony earlier. Well, here we go. Here's your helicopter pony. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Yeah, that previous one's body did seem more degraded. But that isn't how it goes. Still, it is rather neat, all things considered. And especially whenever, again, we're going through the plane ponies and we have the helicopter right here. I love that it's called the Hummingbird. It's just rather neat. And the fact that normal ponies exist and work on this means technically robot. And then there's Popcorn Bot over here. Pop, 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 pop. Wow, that's a lot of kernels. I think the visor in the previous one, C2R, is a bit like the black box or, navigation. Yep. Gotta have a little bit of comedy with this, because it's always a little bit of fun. And now we go to what I call, it's safe, but people go, but it's not. I say this is fine. There's nothing to see here but mannequins. That is basically as I call it. If there's nothing visible, it's mannequins. This is also why I do the teen rating, because I'm willing to be like, nope, that's a mannequin. And the only ones that I deem as mature, especially for robots, is if it's actual, hanky-panky. But still, it is a rather neat thing here. I half want to say Sunburst, Chrysalis, and Night Glider. But it's also one of those things of, it's far too easy just to have similar characters with those designs. And now we have a maid. We made it, everyone! Hooray! But yeah, it's very neat, and again, this is a nice design, and I really do like the transparent mane that people go with. Don't know if that's actually, supposed to be magic or, something flowing through it. And then there's this adorable little thing where it's like, hey, I can weeble and I can wobble. I have actuators on my neck. Ching, ching, ching. Yep, C2R, that previous one having tab, tape out hoops, was a very nice touch. That is a very cool neck design. And I have want to have that head section on this pony right here because, dang. And of course, for some reason it has speakers on its ears. You know, I never understood that because I always thought you would put the mic in the ear, but hey, I'm not designing this pony. Someone else did. Ah, another of the club of is it safe or is it not? I would call it safe. Ain't nothing here but a mannequin. But I think at its chest. You mean the gem that's powering it? That's a gem? Again. Ah, good point. The previous one with the speakers in the ears probably does shout through ears. I'm noticing my delay, but hey, I'm going to power on through, because I can do it. And now we go into the creep factor. Yeah, this is why I don't keep my eyes on me. There are creepy ones out there. They want your eyes. They all want your eyes. Also, god dang that buzzsaw. Ah. Yeah, that looks extremely meatbot. And now we have a bit of a broken down bot. It lost a leg. No. But also, goddamn your neck, boy. Very neat design, especially love the line right down the middle. Well, I don't know what state he's in, but god dang, he's pretty. And now we just have a base form here, which again shows you a nice way you can draw these and not have it be just round and full on and pony shaped. This is still pony shaped, of course, but the blocky hooves, the forelimbs that are very much more like shin guards versus something smooth. The back legs having a double joint at the knee. It's all just a good, decent design that you could easily go, huh, I could actually see that working as an actual robot rather than just being a pony. It's rather neat. And now we have another silly one. Seriously, I have no idea what this is because it got a cat face, it got boobs like that, and it looks like a cat. I have no idea what this robot is, but it is damn adorable. It is goddamn adorable. And here we have a nice thing of, well, I would say a very traditional-esque pony robot. The one thing I like, though, is that it seems its forelimbs, instead of just being on one hinge, are multi-hinged and look very nice and run pretty well. Oh, I have one on the headphones, though. And the other pony looks good, too. Really, it's something of a neat contrast between the two that balances out. And then we have this. It looks Gundam-esque, but I don't know if it's a Gundam reference or if it's just a really neat design. I could have put in like mechs, but then again, it's not really anything I would say is a mech. Don't know the scale. It's not very well conveyed on how big this thing is. And then we got a neat thing with Heidi, which, hold up, we saw this character before. Yeah, well, oh, right, the golden hair bot with the gem in the middle. Aha! So that is a very neat thing, and I love that they were able to easily translate this design into an anthro. Granted, I do believe it got blocked because I would say too close to the female form. Still, love a good breakdown of this because, dang, that is a very neat thing. Speaking of forms, here we have a nice character. Again, very anthro, but it has the pony elements very well shown, mainly in the face and the feet. Huh. And apparently it has wings with the hair on its back. I don't know, it's kind of odd. But still, pretty on the eyes, and I enjoy it. And then we have this one. And I want to go with Mum-B1, but again, a very typical, stereotypical robot pony, but it's also kind of neat in how it lacks a mouth. It can't speak like that. And I can't really tell if it's got anything on the ears. The ball joints are very neat. And it feels just like some form of armored suit. But again, it's hard to tell with some of this. Ah, and now we get into the Terminator variety, which, god dang. I mean, I would call this a Mecha but that would be very much lost on anyone. They might have been the Crystal Empire scripts. I am not sure. Again, I just grab images, and if you want to dive deeper into them after the panel, whoa. Okay, so I did not get disconnected. Alright. So, back to it. Still, very neat character here. Ah, again, we're back into. I don't know if that's Metal Muffin, but we are very much back into the punk era because that is very neat, rusted, and it looks like it needs some love and attention. Let's be honest here. It's just a poor creature that needs some form of affection. And then we got this character who is kind of done with the world, doesn't know what's going on, and is scared of a computer. Wait, that computer has a face. Also, I love the use of like an electric plug socket as its tail. Haven't really seen that on a pony this go around, which very neat, very awesome. And then we have what I have dubbed a Celestia robot. Mainly because that head looks like Celestia, and that ain't no Sweetie Bot. Unless it is, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell down below. Oh wait, that's just the artist's signature. Hmm. And another one. Very different, but still pretty neat. I love that it's a little bit more detailed and hold on, it might just be me. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. It might just be a bit thing on my end. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Trying some stuff here. Yeah, I apologize if there's anything going on. It might just be stuff doing silly on my end. Because I have heard from other people that Twitch has not been very helpful today. Alright. Oh, I apologize if I am lagging or anything did not work out the way it should. It, oh. Oh, and I'm double checking stuff. Oh. Minty Root is going to be shutting down in a moment. And so I will have to also pop into there and see what's going on. So I apologize if I'm being overly laggy. I'll try and be better with the stuff going on in the server.
Portion and just having the characters done with alpha, it just looked like the wood was actually breaking,
And that's Minty's thing.
and
So,
then it was blown
I'm
up
going to
in.
quietly disconnect from there. And I'll deal with that as need be. So again, I apologize for the inconvenience of stuff. Yep, there's a lot of coolness with all this. And here's the next one on that. Again, I'm not sure if these are canon characters, but I love how they stand and how they react. Yeah, it's one of those things of it's neat to see how people draw. That is the major thing. And it's rather neat how everything over here is done. Still, oh, we have more to do. I have time to kill. And speaking of plane ponies, I want to say this is more drone pony, but Again, very well detailed, and C2R, you're going to love reading this. It's again, it is just a very neat design, and I love the creativity with everything going on here. It's just a rather neat design, and I love how they have like size comparisons to a normal pony right there. Oh, oh, then there's this poor little thing. Why is it bleeding? Can someone tell me why it's bleeding? Because I still don't know, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared to find out that something horrible has happened to this poor, poor pony. And it's just, oh, oh, so sad. Alright. Hey, still, I love the design of this, and while I'm like, ooh, that don't look right. It also is the only one I've seen so far that has its knees forward. Now that could just be either design or it's supposed to turn its leg around. I'm not really sure. And that was the end of the structure. Now we're going to the shortest path. Sorry. We are now going to the shortest section of this whole panel. The canon version of robots in MLP. And I do mean this is the shortest one. First, from Generation 5, we have the Smoothietron. I know it's not its actual name, but it was still a robot, and it was still in the show. And yeah, this poor thing. No, C2R, it might be mine. And it's just one of those things of I'm gonna push through and deal with stuff as I can, because it's nothing if not a little bit persistence that will get me through. As long as you can hear me and see what's going on, and that's all I really care about at this point. But yes, we say goodbye to the Smoothietron. And now we go to Gameloft. Yeah. So, C2R, what would you do if I showed you all robot versions of the ponies, both as normal and princesses? I'm still waiting for you to disconnect at 0. Oh, you such and such. And there we go. It being silly on my end. Ah, well. It's how it do. But yeah. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just showing these off, because it is a neat design for how official these are. Granted, again, this Gameloft. About as official as you can get without being directly from Hasbro. Someone had to sign off on these designs. And now on to Fluttershy. Fly, fly, Fluttershy. Fly, fly. And we'll go to another version of Fluttershy. Tiny one. Do not understand the volleyball, but I think that's probably for the best. Yeah, it's one of those things of I don't know if it's me or the internet. I'm saying me. a nice rarity. Yeah. Again, I'm not commenting too much on these because they are very much just what if May 6th, but robots? And yeah, it's rather neat, cute, and I find it rather adorable. And then we have Tiny Vision. Yeah, I think the only real difference is the element symbol. Cute, rarity bot. And then we have the Pinky bot. I'm scared for some reason. I do not know why. And then we have normal Pinky. It's kind of odd that they just have all these things floating around them that kind of don't make sense. I mean, Fluttershy had a volleyball. And then we have the Apple Horse. The Apple Horse is good. The Apple Horse is fun. You know, if it wasn't good enough for me to be going at high speeds, I would be more concerned about drop frames. At this point in time, I'm kind of not. As long as I'm able to just stay on image, talk about stuff, it should be fine. Okay, Dash is my weirdest thing of why a lightning bolt. Yeah, oh wait, it's the Cutie Marks, duh. The volleyball still doesn't make sense, the heck. Again, adorable, and you can get them in the game loft. And then it's these two fun things from Pony Life. Why did the one that gave us robot ponies in canon have to be Pony Life? It's not bad, but why did it have to be Pony Life? It would have been neat. It would have been fun, and I realized it would break a lot of cannons and head cannons. Damn. Oh well. And then there is this monstrosity. No, this is not. I don't think this is official art, but it is a robot in canon, and it's like, damn. Who made the evil toast? We need to get an Ed Boy on this. We need to have the buttered toast. And then we have Sprout's mecha. We jokingly call it a Gundam, mainly because it's basically the Trojan horse, but mechanical. And that does it for that. Beyond here, we get long things, and my vocal processor will be shot by the end. So, yay! Hey. The silliness shall be done. Alright. Anyways, back to the robots as ponies. Well, thank you, C2R. Of course, I would do more of our mascots. Why wouldn't I? Because they're robots that are ponies. Not the other way around. They were designed as robots first before anything else. Because the ponies, that was a given. But we have Hollow Pixel. Well, and one of our many artists in the server that just draw these two constantly. Here we have Pixel, which, fun fact, one of her original suggested one of her original name suggestions was to call her Mally for malfunction. And then Hollow over here was originally named Pixel. Yeah, I can not that. But yeah, it's one of those things of come the 5-year anniversary, it's going to be a fun time. And one of the most prolific robot ponies out there, he now can fly. I think it's his vampire bat form, but still, he fly now. And this is someone's adopt. I don't know if someone claimed it at the time, but love the use of blue on this. Love the use to break up a black character with a lot of shiny blue. And then we have a Windows pony. The only reason I say it's a Windows pony is because he got a Boopa Snooter. It is a Boopin and a Snootin. Still, love how that looks, and I love the breaking up of the body with the gray, with the black, and just a very, very nice design. And now we have a game console as a pony. We have a game console as a pony. That is always silly and fun. Yep. Wrong one. I have too many windows open. And then we have another design for her, which adorable. I don't know what the front is. Probably a power button. Still, cute design, and I love how they took the video game console and made it into this. Very nice. And now we have a stand user, I assume. It's hard to tell with this, mainly because I'm focusing on the back here, and it's oh so adorable. It's definitely one of those things of I appreciate how this is so well composed, and you see the stacking of either character heights or distance. It's a very nice thing, and I do appreciate how well it is together. Still, well, I got more to do, and I'm wasting my time. Let's boogie. Okay, I don't know these two's story, but one of them is extremely tuckered out, and the other one, well, they're kind of just like, why are you laying on me? Come on. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Come on, poke poke. Wake up. Wake up. Oop, skipped one. Alright. Yeah, I could have put this elsewhere, but it's kind of hard to separate these. And I'm not going to diss the artwork here, because that is some decent anatomy, but design could have been a little bit better. I don't want to be mean, because they just put it out there, and props to them. This is a neat idea, but I'm kind of lost on it. I'm going to do a thing and check to see how far behind people are. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly. Oh! I am extremely far behind. Wow. Well, I just now noticed my delay. Well, I'm going to do what I do best. Probably press on and see what I can do. To see what he can do. To see what he can do. Alright. So, been long enough on this. I'm going to move on to the next one. And I hope to get more feedback. We have the police pone. That turns into a vehicle and comes right after you. Beware. Speeding will not save you. Also, they're adorable. And we have a super fighting robot, Mega Man. Ow. Yeah, so I now know how far back my delay is. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have massive delay. My frames have been dropped. And Shiza is not wanting to work. But again, I shall persevere and deal. Yeah. Still, nice use of the Mega Man aesthetic. Speaking of fun little things, here we go with our favorite robot Pone being a helpful person. Pony, it's hard to tell. I want to go with this is a Frankenstein, but it's kind of hard to tell, mainly because god dang. Yep. Yep, and I am watching the Ponies Online main chat as well as my own, so. Oh, yeah. Yep, you'll see whenever I'm at my delay catch up. Because, yep, it's not going too well on my end. But it's still streaming, and that's all that matters. But again, this is a very simple character. I definitely call it a Frankenstein monster, but it's also like, where does that begin and where does the other one end? And then there's just a straight up, oh, that's adorable. Why is the line on its hip? I don't know. I just find it cute. Yep. Again, I'm checking, making sure everything's good. Alright. So, again, very nice design, but I can't really do much more than that because it's very standard. Still, love the idea, love the cutie mark on it. And I go into another thing, but the neatest thing about this, they did a good eye change on it. Like, hey, I have normal eyes. I have the eyes of a killer. You will not see me coming. I also like how they could basically just... Nope, not the same size. Still, love the out. I love the layout, and it looks very, very neat. Oh, hey! It's that character from earlier. Also named Pick. Oh no. I need to get Alex on the horn. They're multiplying. They're multiplying. Run for your lives. They're multiplying. Now more pixels. Oh, so many pixels. But still, very neat design, and I still love the use of color around it. Now, this one I just put there because that screw there looks just big enough to be like, that is the hinge point. Beyond that, it's hard to tell, and it's just a very neat drawing that, honestly, looks pretty nice. So that pony from a while back, at least for me at the time of this, is her name is 16 Bits. You know, I should not be surprised by that. I really shouldn't. We are a bunch of punnies around here. Punnies. Yeah. If you want a full breakdown of her, you can read here. Otherwise, we're moving on. Ooh. A robot that is, I want to say, being disassembled or going to be reassembled. It's hard to tell. Also, love the Pink Floyd reference with the rainbow on the flank. Still, it's rather neat and, dare I say, rather cute that it has all these patterns, and you could easily tell, okay, is that a joint or is that just a light band? And then there's this very nicely drawn, nicely put together fella that we will see a lot more later on, because it is very much a neat and honest to God cute look for a pony of this nature. Again, I apologize if I'm not responding to anyone. It's just extremely hard whenever I realize I'm at least 5 to 10 minutes ahead. So I'm just making my own little commentary and check and see if there's any responses. Now, this is something that if you played the Battle Gem Ponies game, you know. Our very own SweetieBot reference in that game. God, I should just call this panel the SweetieBot panel. But no. It is very neat to see another take on the SweetieBot design. Even if it's like, okay, why did you make it yellow and black? Or black and yellow? It's hard to do that in the correct sequence. I don't know why. Alright. Still, check out Battle Gem Ponies. They are awesome and a very nice group of people. Do I dare make an infinite loop with myself? No. The temptation is strong, but I shall not. Ah, this is adorable. Kind of feels like me. Yeah, at times. Well, probably right now. No thoughts? Yeah, I'm having extreme consciousness. Not very smart? Well, I wouldn't call myself that, but given how I'm doing at the moment, yeah. Its ace is not thinking. Yeah, that's pretty much my situation. Uh, that's neat 16 bits got a little friend. Or is that another body? I don't know which. It's hard to tell with machines. Easily able to translate conscience and whatnot. But again, it's one of those neat things of this cool, it looks fun, and something that I would very much love to see more of. Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo doo doodly doo. Okay, for this one, I like the overall thought process, but the proportions make me go. They really did a decent job, but that body is just not working with this design. Granted, it looks very neat, and I appreciate the effort, but uh, I would say see what you can do on a redraw. Huh. Yeah, because if I look at that tail, it's like following and then jutting out at the bottom. Where did that come from? Oh, here's a mare we've seen before that was doing me. And I think they have an audio jack. Neat. Still, I love the idea of this being like a DJ robot. Very neat and very unique, all things considered. And honestly, pretty fascinating. Yep. Ooh. I am saying this is a chrysalis one, but the only reason it's not in ponies as robots, it's mainly because one, I was tired when I was doing this, and two, this is so skeletal and so structural that it's almost unrecognizable. If not for like the wings and the horn, I wouldn't, well, crown thingy, I would have thought it was something completely different. Still, nice use of color, and I love how the glow down below matches the glow of the eyes. And then we just have some sprite ponies over here looking all cute and cuddly. I think it was from Ponytown, so kudos for them for making something rather neat and something that I don't think I ever truly saw. And I'm double checking with everything. Okay, I think I might be able to go into the panelist room. Alright. Hey, now to share my screen. There we go. It might mess up my system, but I should be now in the panelist room as well. Hello! Oh, I have been in progress since Minty and I overlapped, so well, this should be a little bit easier. And a little bit more on time because I have a delay. I have a massive delay. Alright. Okay, so, paddleless room just so I can easily convey to people. Let me continue who I was going. I do believe that the ponies on here can be easily found or made in like Ponytown. Granted, I think the weaponry might not be, but hey, it's weird. And then we have this adorable thing. This thing looks nice. I love the use of eyes on it. It's very, very nice. I also love how it can easily convey emotions, but it's its own thing. A very nice design, and I love the visor. Again, it's one of those things of it's neat, and I enjoy the aesthetics. Oh, would you look at that? We keep running into all these same ponies from earlier in the stream. I had a year and a bit to deal with, so we're going to have a lot of repeats on the list. And I'm only 124 out of 420. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. But here we have some cheerleaders, and the one with the gear heart, that's a robot. Speaking of robot ponies, there is a cute little bot itself. I actually do believe that it is microphones on the ears, so neat if that's true. Ooh. Ooh, and if not, oh well, it's one of those things of it happens. And back to things. Don't you hate when you air out so hard that you're just like, come on, wick dang it, wick dang it, wick. Trust me, I've been having that with my Twitch. It is not wanting to do anything, but it is still being myself. Still working with the best I got and what I have. I apologize for any inconvenience stuff has been going on. This is the one time where we had two paddles going at once. Another plain pony. Granted, I don't know what type of plain pony this is. It's not like the others, which were fully detailed and explained themselves. Still, rather neat. Ooh, this is good. This is a neat design. Mainly because I don't know if that's a gem or an actual heart. Well, you know, it's hard to tell with this sort of thing. Still, rather neat, and I love that contrast in the chest. A very nice design, and oh, and I just noticed those were headphones. And the wings. Very neat. Very well designed. And for those in the panelist chat, I will link everything to the Discord chat over there so you can follow these artists and look at all the images in full. And the ones that were, well, not exclusive, but, you know, going on while Minty was doing that thing. Ooh. Now we get into a little bit of creep factor. I don't know if that's alien, but Ridley Scott might be suing somebody. I have kid. But still, rather neat and an interesting design overall. Well, I half want to say this is a dragon, but it's far too hard to tell with that neck. Still, very neat design, and I will move on to the next one. Ah, look, the previous design, but just being like, no, we are not talking about that. Move on. Still like the design of it, and I love how the lines convey either motion or just how, well, maybe it'll separate. Who knows? And look at this adorable little thing. We have another Mega Mare, which love how that goes, and I love. Well, this is kind of odd though. This is another pony with gears on a heart and that green. The mane and tail are different, but still. Wonder what that whole thing is about. Come on. There we go. Now, a little bit of a non-pony. This is very much similar to who Detroit Become Human. At least I think the idea is. Or I found a Diasona of Connor from Detroit Become Human. Seriously, I did not even know what was going on here. I just went, robot, cool design. Yes. Still, rather neat. And now we have what I would love to dub of the crazy design. Because it's just a screen face on a pony body with all the cords hanging down. Rather neat, and I enjoy how that looks. And yes, C2R stuff was lagging. Yeah, Pep, it is a very neat design. Yeah, I apologize in advance. I would have had this sooner, but Minty went long and I had to start sometime. And on to the next one. Oh, look, we got another plain one. Which, very neat. Don't know why there's a car down there. And the perspective's a little bit off. It looks good, but I'm also just going,